design podcast by two guys who know nothing about comedy nor game design. I'm Trevor Scott, and with me, as always, is Ben Slinger.
Hello, I'm here. Already forgetting that I'm on video.
Yes.
We are trying out the video thing again. If you're just a listener of the show, then it doesn't really matter to you.
It really doesn't.
But if you're curious, head over to our YouTube channel and check that out.
Check out the video version. It's the same, but different.
It's the same, but without faces on it.
Yeah, and when you see it once, you probably don't want to see it like that again. But I mean,
who wants to see two?
It was fun for episode 400. And we thought, well, let's bring it back.
40s white straight guys on a podcast, as if that's not something you've seen before.
So anyway, tonight we're going to play some Click Pitch.
Yeah.
Because especially when we do the video version, that's the only thing that I've got set up right now. So Click Pitch is a game where we each have a random word generator in front of us. On the count of 3, 2, 1, click. We click refresh. We get our words. We throw them at each other. We put them on the screen. And then we just, we come up with a game.
That's
design.
it.
That's
it. We design a game in our heads and your heads. And it's a shared experience between us and you.
And there might be something new tonight. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll see if it strikes us.
We'll see if it strikes us. Season 2, anything can happen.
That's the catchphrase of season 2.
Yeah. I had a dream the other night that season 2 went for like 6 episodes and then we went into season 3.
And then we had another hiatus of one week.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, click.
Beat. Oh, our words are very close. One letter difference.
No, they are.
So my beat is, for those who don't have the video version, BEET, like the root vegetable.
Oh. Okay. And mine is obviously a bent root vegetable.
Yeah. Not sure how a beet
so
can be bent.
BENT. Ooh. Okay. I mean, this is 100% the first callback of season 2.
There you go. Are we allowed to call back
Wars.
to season 1?
Yes, of course we are.
Starch Wars, yes.
Yeah. Starch Wars.
One of our classic IPs.
Yes. Intellectual property. It's so good.
Yeah. Not derivative of anything.
If you want to know more about Starch Wars, go listen to all of season 1. And Starch Wars is sort of like a recurring game theme that happens where it's anthropomorphic vegetables that live in a world that happens to actually be
at war.
After humanity has died out.
And there's been a long-standing feud between the root vegetables, or the underground vegetables, and the leafy vegetables. Sometimes it's about what grows underground versus above. Sometimes it's just the vibes.
Yeah.
Because who really knows? Vegetable's not a real thing. Have you heard that? Like, you can't actually define a vegetable. So I think it's the same with, what's root and what's starchy and what's leafy and what's greeny and fruity. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So obviously a beat is our main character here, or antagonist. Yes. One of the characters.
Ooh. Maybe you play as an antagonist. That's something that we haven't done.
That's an interesting. If you're playing as the antagonist, does that make them the protagonist? I don't know. I guess it's if they're the ones creating the conflict.
It's an anti-hero.
Yeah, it's more of an anti-hero. So one thing I did think of when I heard beat is I feel like there should be a drummer, because a beat who plays beats is just too funny to me. So,
he's part of a band, but he just happens to be a really bad person.
Yeah, it's
bad
an evil band.
Mm-hmm.
They're spreading bad vibes, spreading hate, spreading disinformation, across the land. Maybe there's a big election on. If we want to get topical.
Yeah. Okay. Monique the leek.
Monique Harris.
I was thinking, go back to Monique the leek has grown up and she's now running for president.
Running for president.
Turns out that she's got some controversial views that,
Oh, okay.
It's all leafy vegetables all the time.
Oh, she's a fascist?
And that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Monique the Leek is a fascist. Whatever the game, I can't remember. I think we played her at school last time, so.
Yeah. Many years in the future.
This is, whatever happened back then has really affected her. The trauma has turned her into a horrible person.
Yeah.
So she wants to eliminate.
Horrible vegetable. We keep on saying person, and that is just vegetableist. We're not.
Well, she is very, she's clearly pissed of some sort, against
all root
vegetables.
Yeah.
What's her plan then for, is it that she doesn't want them to come like above the ground?
Yeah.
Like she feels like they
go back to where you
came from, which is underground. We don't want to see you in the daylight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you're part of her band?
That's her campaign slogan.
Is that who the beat is?
Go back to where you came from, underground.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So is it a rhythm game? It's a rhythm game where you're a fascist band spreading misinformation. Well, maybe it's a bit like one of those games recently where it's a mix. Like you've got rhythm elements, and then sort of adventure-ish elements. Yeah,
adventurous elements are, really kind of cool. I don't know whether we've done a point-and-click adventure game in this, but to have, little rhythm elements as like a mini game of, you've always got to try and keep the beat during even conversations or something like that. Like
that could be interesting.
Yeah,
that's almost how you, how it decides how the conversation's going is if you're on beat, then it's going well for you, and if you're out of rhythm, then not so much.
Yeah. Like you basically, you can click as to when the next word starts in the conversation.
Right. Okay.
You're not selecting the word, but you're actually going.
Oh, I see. It's like, okay. It's like the next word coming on the beat.
Whether it's on the beat or whether it's like, oh, this is a nice flow. So if I click, 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 and you can sort of get, a nice feel. So, and you can maybe have something on the screen that actually shows how that will actually work and where is like the best place for that.
I feel like this is a good spot for the thing we talked about. So I want to see a scene. We're going to do a new thing where we could call for scenes because we've both had at least a bit of improv training, Trevor, a bit more than I have.
Fuck you.
This scene, you are the beat.
I'm the beat. Of course you got to do this, even though you're the fucking drummer.
I mean, I can be the beat. If you want me to be the beat, I'll be the beat. But I'll throw you in. I'll throw you in the beat end. And I'm an interviewer asking you about your music and we'll go from there.
Sure.
So, John Beat, you've been playing your music across the land in support of Monique the Leek, and you've had a lot of people coming at you, telling you that you are spreading hate, spreading misinformation. What do you have to say to the people of this fine vegetable world, and what do you have to say for yourself?
I like it underground because it is really fine.
Okay, but you're supporting Monique the Leek's go back to where you came from campaign, her slogan trying to get all the root vegetables to not see sunlight. What do you say to people who call you a race traitor?
I don't know. Okay, I kind of stuffed up the beat there. Oh,
right, yeah.
Sorry,
so you're a drummer.
Yeah. I'm a drummer. I need to keep on the beat.
Do you need me to count you in?
Let me try that again. Because I like it underground, I'm going to sing this song. Shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Not feeling. Do you need me to up the BPM?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Double time?
Maybe take it down a little bit so I don't have to be so up, because you're right. Like, it doesn't feel right, man. Like, I feel like I'm the bad guy, but I love it underground. You know, I like it dark because that's the type of music that I like. And, you know, all my music is underground, so of course it makes sense. And I'm getting paid a fuckload of money for this.
Oh, okay. Tell us more about that. But, you're getting paid to talk against your people, the rooty vegetables.
I'm not talking against them. I'm a root vegetable.
Well, it's very clear, though.
I love it underground.
The Leek's campaign strategy.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should become the protagonist in the story and you know, rise from underneath, but that means I've got to go underground again, and then I'm sort of proving it right that I should go back to where I come from so I can rise up from the underground. And
look, as Monique the Leek's running opponent, you know, the incumbent president of Veggie likes to say, be the hero of your own story and rise up to the sunlight, you know, no matter what.
Yeah.
We can all see that from good old Sleepy Potato Johnson. Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
Sleepy Potato Johnson.
I was off the beat there.
Yeah.
And see.
I see what you did there. God, that was horrible.
Whatever. It's staying in the episode.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, click.
3, 2, 1, click. Okay. Archive.
Reprisal. Reprising something from the archives. Like bringing something from the archives. Bringing something back.
I do like that. I do like that a lot. There's something about an archive. I remember when we were talking about this during our last improv class together. Archive 81, I'm pretty sure it was called. Like, there's something about that sort of mystery show and like what you could do with an archive.
That's where my mind went too. I like the idea of you're going through and like digitizing old tapes or something.
Either digitizing old tapes or looking for certain things on the story that you're currently investigating. So maybe the archive reprisal is you're going back to the archive multiple times over the course of the game.
So I like this as one of those games along the lines of Immortality or Her Story, where you've got actual full motion video, and you're having to watch these things to like find clues, find ways to connect things. To like you said, maybe you're a reporter or an investigator on a story of some sort, and you're having to use that, and you start obviously unraveling something larger than what you thought this story even was.
Ooh, my mind has just gone back to the TV show Fringe, and one of the cool things that happened at the start of that series was the Observer that you see in the background of all these clips, and they only make mention of him episodes in. Yeah, and when you look back, it's like, oh shit,
there the whole time.
He's been in every single episode so far, and he's just in the background somewhere. Just the idea of, as you're going through these clips and doing these stories, you notice the same person in every single one of these clips.
I definitely like that. Did you play Immortality?
No.
So one of the interesting things about that game.
So Immortality was just.
So it was a game where you're essentially going through videos. Essentially, they filmed 3 full movies.
Fantastic.
And from sort of 3 different time periods, and all with this one actress, and you're able to watch them, and you find them out of order. And the way that you discover new things is just by clicking on something in the scene and it will link to another scene that has
another
a similar
scene,
object in it. So you might click on like an apple in the scene, and you'll bring up, oh, I haven't seen this new scene, but there's an apple in the background, and then you've got that one, and it's in your archive, and then you can sort them by, the time.
Okay, cool.
Sort of thing.
I should definitely look into it. Do not tell me anything more, but that sounds really cool.
I think it's on
really
Game Pass,
awesome.
or it was, but either way.
Okay, cool. I will check that out.
So I think, though, with these sorts of games, one of the key things is how you navigate the video.
Yeah.
So I think that could be, an interesting thing to sort of figure out.
There's something about a jog, having that thing of having to turn something and jog it forward, and then, you move it slightly forward and it's like it moves forward at a slow pace or whatever. That would be ideal for, again, virtual reality to actually.
Okay. Yeah. I hadn't thought of it in virtual reality.
Either virtual reality or custom peripheral. Like, I mean, that's.
I do like the VR route because.
Or VR and custom peripheral.
Yeah.
But there's something about, I'm really going with a custom peripheral now that you kind of jogging something forward and having it spring back to
right to play
zero position,
keep it playing or pause it or whatever,
or pause it and There's something about
I do like that idea. I do think. Whatever. I was going to say, I do think if we were making this for real, that would be too much to ask. But whatever, we're not. So sure, let's do a custom peripheral.
Trevor's custom peripherals first reference for season 1.
No, 2.
First reference for season 2. Shit, fuck. But that's staying in the episode now because I'm not cutting videos.
No, it's too much work.
It's not happening.
This is why anything can happen in season 2, because if we're doing video, it's too much work to cut around it.
The audio version gets the exact same fucking audio, so buckle in.
So if you hear something that sounds visually interesting in the audio, head over to YouTube. The reason I liked VR though was from the immersion aspect, because as we've done this before. It's one of our
looking behind you and seeing some fucked up shit.
Well, or even just the fact that you're in this like basement of a TV studio or something, or an archive, a library, National Library or something. You've got these boxes of tapes. You're going through them. You're physically putting them in. Yeah, jogging through with your jog wheel to try to find the interesting bits.
And then going and pulling out like
a filing cabinet,
a filing cabinet, and flicking through and picking the file out and putting that tape in.
Absolutely.
Just the physical nature of it, it just makes sense. Like, it really does.
Yeah. And again, though, I think where that would become tricky is, how do you catalog that in the video game? How do you make it so that the player can easily switch back to like, oh, what was that video that I did?
When you play it, it automatically digitizes.
Right. Okay. Oh, that could be cool. So if you switch over to, then you've got like on your computer screen, you've got a list of everything you've
clips
done.
that you've
and you can add bookmarks, you can add tags to them or something so that you can like categorize it. As, that's a good idea. But what I was thinking, what could be interesting, you were saying like going through a filing cabinet. I think having the newspapers and the other files, like police files and stuff, could add to that, where you don't just have the video, you've got that as well. And it's about connecting these things up.
And you can put that on the scanner and it's like, it just instantly comes into the.
Yeah. I do like that idea actually of you're almost narrowing down. Okay. What is the useful media? What are the useful files?
Ooh. What if, this is a dark, dingy basement, but you got like the technology from Minority Report that you can just, sort of.
I mean, again, in VR, that works well. I mean, there's nothing to say that in the future,
all the sound effects.
There's nothing to say that we're in the future that computers have that interface, that we're not still having to go through old files and stuff. Like, it's not like everything's digital yet.
I just love the idea that you're going through this digitizing thing. You put this thing into a VCR and, you hear it go and
you got to get the sound. You got to get the sounds in there. Oh, you're saying it. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh yeah, you get that, and it's
like now you can go through it.
You hear the, and it's like, and then you hear it while you're playing the rest of it. It's like it's slowly rewinding because it's like, be kind, rewind.
I was going to say it's like some sort of video tape scanner that destroys it as it digitizes it because it's so fast.
So what I love is, what if, you get this really dusty videotape, you want the classic, VHS videotapes, and, you have to clean the heads after this one
check for mold,
or you have to, sort of, adjust the tracking a little bit and redigitize it. And, just the idea of playing around a little with these
sort of, realism sort of things to bring the immersion in, for sure.
Even if you can just have some sort of tool that you can actually use that you're like, okay, now I've got to sharpen this up, and it's like zoom in, enhance, you've got like a button that says enhance, and it's like, and it's like, auto tracking. It's just another tool that you can plug in that,
I do like the idea of it being almost physical tools as well. Like, connecting cables up together. It's like connecting up pedals on your, amp or something, but it's connecting up all these physical inputs and outputs and filters and things to get what you want. Because there could be situations where it's like, oh, I need to apply a filter on this to like get this piece of information better, like to sharpen it, or you want to invert the colors or something, or you need to but I like the idea of doing that physically.
Oh, you want to put a mask on something so that you're just getting,
or like stabilize a video or something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to like, you getting like a component cable, like one of the old RCA cables, and you're plugging it into it's coming out of here and it goes into this effect.
A physical set. It's like doing node-based programming kind of thing, but these are physical things that you're connecting up and connecting the wires up.
But it's all digital. But it's just
it's just the interface for whatever reason.
It's just the interface. Like,
I mean, whatever. However we justify it in the game.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, I know that I love the idea of, if you want to go anywhere and you don't want to have the UI, you got to sort of put your hands together almost like you're praying, from out to in, and that closes it. And if you want to open it, you got to kind of, pull it aside, and you open it up, and then you can zoom in by pinching and all this sort of stuff.
Have you watched the show Upload?
Yes.
I love the way that they do that with the hands in that.
Yeah.
I like kind of bringing, having those sorts of little gestures where it's like, starts to become natural of just like, oh, okay, open my hand up and you get the screen. Maybe that's how you bring it up.
Upload is a great fucking show. If you haven't seen it, I've still haven't finished the third season, but I've gone right through the first two, but it was like we were waiting for it to all come out, and then it all came out, and I was like, oh, now we're watching this other stuff, and we haven't got back. But yeah, that's definitely on my list. Maybe we can spend this long weekend that we've got this weekend finishing it off.
Binge it. All right.
Binge.
Shall we 3, 2, 1 clickety-boo?
Okay, 3, 2, 1 click.
Cranberry.
Lunchtime.
Okay. So this makes me... cranberry, for some reason, makes me think of a juice box, which doesn't make sense. You wouldn't usually have cranberry juice at school, but I'm going towards like a school lunchtime.
I think it is a school lunchtime, but I think this is in the teacher's office, and they're literally mixing a cranberry and vodka. Like they can't get through their day. Like,
okay. I do like the idea of kind of a little narrative thing starting or set in the teacher's lounge, the teacher's office, the staff room.
The staff room. The room that we literally, as students, we never got to experience. But
if you were in there, it was either for a bad reason or just...
You were stealing tea bags.
Or you were teabagging.
Or cutlery.
Something. Or, your mum was one of the teachers or something.
One of the teachers, or she was a health rep.
Yeah, she was working in the canteen.
Yeah.
I mentioned this game to you earlier off air, so I just played through This Bed We Made, which is a great little, very cinematic narrative where you play a maid in a hotel in the 50s and you're kind of just snooping around in people's rooms and talking to your friends there and slowly sort of unraveling this thing that's happening. I kind of like that sort of vibe, but set in a school. Like, that could be cool, where it's just like, oh, you've got your other teachers who you sort of refer to and chat with, and there's some drama going on. And then, you know, you walk the halls for a bit and you're noticing and just looking at, like, the posters that are on the walls or the arguments that are happening between certain kids or whatever.
The principal's asked you to go do yard duty. So you're like, okay, so you go around and you do, you know, pick that thing up, Billy.
And so it's not quite like a full point and click adventure. Particularly this bed we made was, you did sort of have some inventory puzzles. You had sort of some decoding puzzles and stuff that you had to do because there were some sort of mysteries happening. But much more of just
you could easily have some mysteries, like with, where is Mr. Peterson and Miss Chambers going of a lunchtime? Turns out that all they're trying to do is just find a place to smoke.
Right.
That's all they're trying to do.
That's it. But there's sordid rumors, spreading through the school.
Always going to be.
Yeah, I like the idea of kind of keeping it low stakes. Yeah. But, getting you invested in the characters enough that it's fun to go through, and just a short, 4 to 5 hour kind of arc. Could work really well.
Over a school term.
Yeah.
There's something about it's sort of like you get snippets of each term, a la like when you're in an improv scene or when you're in a scene, why is this scene important right now?
Yeah.
And that's the question that everyone's always subconsciously thinking about.
For sure.
Because you go, why this now?
All right. Well, on that note, I think since we did it once, if it's going to be a thing,
we're going to have to do it again.
I think we should do it again. So I'm going to call scene. And I think it's either maybe the opening scene of this game that sort of sets the tone. So we're in the teacher's lounge. We'll figure out our characters in there, and we'll go for it. Oh boy, that was a long period. I just had a single with that class, right? With fucking 8C, not a double.
No, but I'm having a double right now. Double vodka with cranberry.
I hear you.
One here.
Cheers on that. Yeah. Holy shit.
Fuck me.
Have you had 8C? Have you had that fucking Trent kid?
Oh yeah. Trent's a fucking nightmare.
Oh my god, he's started spreading rumors. Have you seen terrible. This? He's moved away from the girls in year 8. Now he's started rumors about the teachers. Teachers. He said that
Miss Chambers, Mr. Peterson,
behind the shelter sheds.
Yep.
He said, I had to give him a detention because he said something about eating ass. I don't know. Is that what the kids are talking about these days? He's just
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear eating ass.
No,
I heard an eating out of a different variety.
Okay, well, I mean, he's getting specific then.
Yeah.
Just spread as many rumors as he can, although those two things are very close together. I mean, physically and just conceptually.
Conceptually, yeah. But that's...
Isn't Mr. Peterson married?
It's just not tasteful. I know.
Oh, my God.
And
I swear these kids...
It doesn't make sense. We all know all they're trying to do is have a smoke.
Yeah. It's weed. I mean, they probably shouldn't be doing it at school.
They keep it on the down low.
But I mean, we probably shouldn't be Drinking the vodka and
day drinking. Cheers.
Cheers again. All right, fuck. I do have double history after this, so.
Oh, God. Yeah. I've got, computer systems after this. I'm teaching Python this year.
Well, but Mr. Peterson's teaching Mr. Chambers Python too. Fancy.
He's at least laying some pipe. Pipes are a thing in like a bash shell in Linux. Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
let us know what you think about these.
Yeah.
These things, they're fun.
They're fun for us. Whatever.
They're fun. We're just having a little time.
All right, should we do one more?
A little bit of fun. Let's do one more. Let's go.
One click. Lathe.
Bonus.
Oh, well, this is a bonus click pitch?
Yeah. Bonus click pitch?
Bonus lathe. Someone gets a bonus lathe. That's their bonus for the year. Like, it's like in lieu of the $50,000 that everyone else gets.
Mr. Peterson, you've done so well teaching woodwork this year that we're going to give you a lathe as your bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a little story. Just it's a DLC to the previous game, but it's just
it's just Mr. Peterson's lathe.
Mr.
Like
Peterson's
Mr. Holland's
lathe.
Opus.
Exactly. So, I mean, this is another VR game. And
I mean, there's definitely some fun gameplay in lathing. Just the idea of like chiseling out in a radial, motion from a good old chunk of wood.
Yeah.
Having to like maybe match patterns or like solve. Now Mr. Peterson's solving puzzles, solving mysteries.
Yes.
By creating keys that fit into radial locks.
Yes, exactly. It just so happens that the lathe is the one thing that he can do to open that door to hell that he's got in his basement.
Yeah, that's it.
There's lots
Last
of
time he did it, fucking that kid Trent in 8C came out. So
yeah, so he's got to get him back in.
He's got to get him back in. He's got to open it up again.
Yeah. So what he does is he just using his lathe, he's making, radial keys to open the radial locks, so that he can finally send Trent back to hell.
That's right. And if that doesn't work, he's going to make a Lathe-er Sword.
Exactly.
Just get rid of Trent once and for all. A Lathe-er Sword. A Lathe-er Sword.
Okay, I'm calling it C.
Okay. I'm Mr. Peterson.
You're Mr. Peterson. You're Mr. Peterson, and I'm Trent coming out of the door for the first time. Yep.
All right. I think I've made this key right. So I'm going to unlock the door. I hope this works.
Hey, mate. Thanks for letting me out.
How are you?
I'm Trent cunt.
Okay. Are you a demon? You just look like a
I'm a year 8. I'm a year 8 student who died many years ago. The name's Trent Cunt.
Wait, Trent Cunt? Is Cunt your last name?
Of course it is.
Okay. That's we might have to change that for the roll call, but okay.
Trent Cunt.
I guess it's good.
Kant.
Okay.
Can't.
Okay. I guess it's good that you're back. How did you die?
Got hit by a school bus.
Oh, okay. That's kind of thematically appropriate.
Just close this door and.
Oh no! Oh,
well, you can't send me back now.
Okay, shit. So listen.
Oh, anyway, Mr. Peterson, nice meeting you.
No, wait. I want to know
I'm
what
getting the fuck out of here.
Shit. Okay, I think I'm going to regret that. Oh, he took the fucking key with him too. Okay. Trent.
I hope this curtain's not flammable.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Scene. The Lathe-er Sword comes later.
It doesn't matter. That was the intro.
Yeah,
that was the flashback.
Yeah.
That was the flashback.
I don't know why I feel like Trent Cunt is going to become a recurring character. Not the first time we've used that word in someone's name on this show.
Episode 3. I'm pretty sure.
Something like that. It might have been one of the, I think, was it one of the
Peter Bread in
the style situation. There's a flashback. All right. Well, I think that might be it.
That's the end of this episode, I think. Yeah.
So thank you for joining us this week on Bitstorm. If you liked what you heard /saw, go to podchaser.com/Bitstorm. All of our previous episodes are there. Leave us a review. Let us know if the Anything Can Happen Season 2 is doing it for you or not.
And if not, it'll be over in 6 episodes. That's my dream says.
Trevor's dream. That's it.
No, well, it's got to go 400. I mean, we know that.
I mean, we've set the standard now.
Set the standard. Or 400 plus, whatever. We don't know what the podcast lawyers are going to do.
We'll see.
So if you like the song that we play at the start and end of each episode, that song is still called Mad Defiance off of the album Containment Failure. We haven't changed it.
We haven't changed the song. We haven't changed the name of the song.
No. So it's by the band Kuradust, and that can be found at kuradust.bandcamp.com for free.
That's right. So thank you again for joining us this week on Bitstorm. I'm Ben Slinger.
I'm Trevor Scott.
And I'm running for Veggie President.
Monique, please tell us more about your racist plan to send all the root vegetables back underground.
We're going to build a floor.